Hi, everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 2 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 2, and then click on lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter unit of measurement. The lessons we're going to cover today are which customary unit of length is appropriate, customary units of length word problems, which customary unit of weight is appropriate, customary unit of volume is appropriate. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil, examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 2 math. Chapter we're on right now is unit of measurement. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is which customary unit of length is appropriate. Which is a better estimate for the length of a hamster. It would be 10 inches because 10 yards is too long. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is a better estimate for the length of a bath mat? That is 2 feet or 2 inches. So 2 feet is too small. It would be 2 inches. Option number. Sorry, 2 inches is too small. It would be 2 feet. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a parking space? It would be 7 yards. Option number one is the option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a TV remote? 7 inches, 7 yards, which is the correct option. TV remote, it would be 11 inches, 11 yards is too long. The length of the TV remote, so that is 11 inches. Which is the better estimate for the height of a car? The height of the car would be 5 inches. Option number one is the correct option. 5 oh, that's the height of a car. It would, which is a better estimate for the length of a basketball court. The length of the basketball court would be 29 yards. Two is the, I think 29 yards is 9 feet. Yards, which is the better estimate for the length of an airplane. It would be 44 feet. Option number two is the correct option. Oh, 44 feet is too short. It would be 44 yards. So option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the height of a robin. Height of the robin. I, I think that would be 10 feet. Option number one is the correct option. That is 10 inches. Option number option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a belt. It would be 1 yard. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a fire truck. Length of a fire truck would be 6 feet. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can. Let me just move on to next lesson. Customary unit of length word problems. Michael's house is 12 feet tall. Reagan's house is 4 feet taller than Michael's. So we are given the length of the Michael's house. The Michael's house is 20 and the Reagan's house is 4 feet taller. That would be 12 plus 4. That is 16 feet tall. Let's just start with the test questions. Wayne's couch is 7 feet long. Jenny's couch is 2 feet longer than Wayne's. Ali's couch is 1 feet shorter than Wayne's. Which couch is longer than E? We are given the couch is 2 feet longer. So 7 plus 2. Jenny's couch is longer than 8 feet. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is Jenny's couch. Okay, the next one is at the children's clothing shop in the mall. Tank tops are 18-inch long. Sweatshirts are 2-inch longer than tank tops. How many inches long a sweatshirt? Sweatshirts are 2-inch longer than tank tops, right? So the tank tops are 18. So that means then sweatshirts are 2 equals. So 18 plus 2 equals 20. So that Noah's ice cream cone is 7 inches tall. Levin's Levin's ice cream cone is 4 inches taller than Noah's. Who has the shorter ice cream cone? So no ice cream is 7 inches tall. Levin's ice cream is 4 inches. Option number 1 is the correct option. In Pamela's living room, The rug is 6 feet long. The bookshelf is 2 inch longer than the rug. The couch is 2 feet shorter than the rug. The rug is 6 feet. The bookshelf is feet longer than rug. So the bookshelf is 60. Correct option. It would be 8 feet long. That is 8 option. May's bench is 6 feet long. Annie's bench is 2 feet longer than May's. Troy's bench is 3 feet shorter than May's. Who has the longest bench? Okay, 6 feet long. Annie's bench is 2 feet longer than May's, and Troy's bench is shorter. So the longest two is the correct option. Janet's shovel is 18-inch long. Lacey's shovel is 2 inches longer than Janet's. Trion's shovel is 5 inch shorter than Janet's. Which shovel is longer than 19 inches? Which shovel is longer than 19 inches? Lacey's shovel is 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next. The next lesson is which customary unit of weight is appropriate. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a box of crackers? That is 6 ounces because 6 pounds is too much. It would be just 6 ounces. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a picnic table? That is the weight of a picnic table is 37 pounds. Option number 2 is the correct which is a better estimate for the weight of a bicycle helmet. That is the bicycle helmet, so it would be 14 ounces because 14 pounds is too much for the helmet. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a cat. A cat would be 10 pounds. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a pair of socks. It would be 6 ounces. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a chicken. The weight of the chicken would be 6 pounds. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a box of crackers. It would be 6 ounces. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a golf club. I think it would be 1 ounce. Oh, that would be what? 1 pound. It would be 1 pound. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a water bottle. It would be 5 pounds. Option number one is the correct option. It would be 5 ounces. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a slice of pizza? It would be 3 ounces. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a pizza? It would be 2 pounds. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a lollipop? It would be 2 ounces. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a bicycle? Weight of a bicycle would be 20 pounds. Option number one is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the weight of a squirrel? It would be 29 ounces. Okay, you can complete the lesson today. Let me just. Question is which customary unit of volume is appropriate? So let's just start. Which is a better estimate for the of a can of tomato juice? It would be 46 teaspoons because 46 quarts is too much. Let's just start. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a washing machine? The volume of the washing machine would be 23 gallons. Option number. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a coffee mug? It would be 25 tablespoons. Option number one is which is the batter estimate for the volume of a bucket. Volume of a bucket would be 30. Option number two is the correct option. Oh, that is 38 pence. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a bathroom sink. Volume of a bathroom sink would be 3 quarts. Option 2 is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a bottle of glue. It would be 1 cup. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a paper shaker. It would be 2 fluid ounces. Option number two is the correct option. Very good. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a can of tomato juice. It would be 46 spoons. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a plastic shopping bag. It would be 5 tablespoons. Option number one is the prints it is. which is a better estimate for the volume of a laundry detergent cap. It would be 4 quarts. Option number 2 is the correct option. That would be 4 fluid ounces. Okay, you can complete the lesson. We're working on grade 2 on as unit of measurements. The lessons we have covered today are which customer unit of length is appropriate, customer unit of length word which customer unit of weight is appropriate, and which customer unit of volume is appropriate. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework. If you need more help with the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions you can please ask if you have any. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.